we got new tires. Subscribe so you can see the next video when it comes out. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. So Mike's in the house having supper, and I think this visor looks really bad. So we're gonna pull it off and see if he notices and what he thinks. Oh, this roof is nasty and gross. Wait till you see how much crap is underneath it.
Are they all actually just self-taps?
Yeah. High quality self-taps with some red gasket maker? I don't know. Looks like the guy trimmed it nice to go around his lights too.
Hey Josh, you need some more extensions? I have a few more.
Yep. I mean, hey, the roof's not rotten. It's just nasty. Why'd you take my awesome visor off? There's a lot of green up here. So we're gonna be working on this lip and filling the holes from that are left behind from the visor. So to make our lives like 100 times easier, we're gonna just take the cab lights off for now. The roof looks so much better now. These are all holes from like self-taps, so when you drill in, it brings the body up. So you have these little ridges, so I'm just gonna try to smooth them out with this flappy disc. And then I guess we can move on to Bondo. So I have some leftover Bondo. I think this is from my Ranger, but it's separated kinda. I don't know what else is in there, but Chris gave me his drill and I found this thing. It's Chris's idea to use a drill to mix this, so we'll see if that works. It's been a while since I've done this, boys. So this Bondo is complete garbage. I even put a layer of hardener right on top of it and it's still like kind of gummy. So I'm gonna throw this out. I shouldn't have kept it after I used it on the Ranger. Shouldn't do that. You also shouldn't use Bondo to fill holes, but we tried to anyways. So this Bondo's complete garbage. I don't know if it's the Bondo itself or the hardener, but I'm not willing to find out. It cost me like $15. And it's cost me more than $15 a grief. So I'm gonna put all the hardener in it, mix it up, and I guarantee you that tomorrow it'll still not be dry. So as you can see, it's rock hard. So I still don't think it was my fault, because I think I was using too much hardener according to these instructions. So they gotta get their measurements right. You just have to use too much hardener, and it works. it's bedtime. Bedtime's roughly 10:30. And we have to work for a living, unlike many Canadians who are on that thing called welfare, which I pay for. And we have to pay for our own trucks, which everyone thinks costs a lot of money, but in reality, they're like 30 years old and they're cheap. I have a first gen. I know what I have. It's worth $43,000. So last Bondo didn't work, so I got new Bondo, same company, but a better kind. Oh yeah, that's the smell. Oh, it's great. Hard to see what I'm doing. So I think it's dry enough to sand, so I'm gonna try to sand it. I'm really good with body work, so this will go swell. Always make sure you go a little too far and scratch your window. Well, that's working pretty grand. The Bondo is now sanded and totally dry. So we're gonna put a layer of this Rust-Oleum painter's touch on there just for now to, I don't know, seal the Bondo off until we deal with the paint of the truck later.
I painted.
So these are my new tires. I got a deal on them. I bought 6 tires for the same price I paid for 4 on my Ranger. These are Kumo Road Venture AT51s. I was told I was getting KL78s, but I was told they don't have the old style, but they have a new tread pattern. So apparently this replaced the KL78. And it has a snow rating, and they're actually very similar looking to my KO2s, so they should look pretty good. They're LT 265 75 16s. So tires gotta come off so we can mount new tires on them. But because this is a first gen, it's gonna be torque to first gen spec, which is 350 foot-pounds, just like my drain plug. So I didn't know that apparently dualies have different torque spec for the back and the front. These are way tighter in the front. So this isn't professional, but if you need way more torque, this is the way to do it. Also, Canada's free healthcare, so we're not really worried. I think it cracked it loose. I think it did. Something went loose. Something smells burnt too. Ready? You go for it. Just make sure you don't hit your hands off the flatbed. Whoa! Something broke. Oh, the extension broke. Did you get that on film?
Yeah. Might go up to the camera and show it.
So that was surprising. I actually thought the breaker bar would break. So apparently Mastercraft breaker bars are good and Craftsman extensions from 1960s are not good.
Never throw away your extensions. They can easily be repaired. And this is a good example. I'll quickly show you how.
So we're upgrading to now, instead of a breaker bar, upgrade to a bigger size ratchet, a big ratchet from Mac Tools, and we're going to use it as a breaker bar by jumping on it. And
It should still be warranted because you're not putting a bar on it.
And this is not a sponsor.
Oh, it's working.
Oh, that one was already loose.
That was the one we broke the thing on, so it might have been loosened. Maybe just like 2 of them that were really tight. This thing works pretty good. Better than Craftsman. So now I'm gonna jack up the front of the truck from the cross member that goes all the way across. And then get the front tires off, and then we'll move to the back. At the same time, we'll check if the ball joints are good or bad. Like that. I think you're good. That's how you lower it.